put. It's a positive commitment is what we're looking for here, to be debated, if the motion is approved, at the Manydown Overview Committee, in the right place. Now, in terms of the sensitivities of the legal issues that have been raised tonight, let's just get it clear on best consideration. Before the Localism Act, you're right. After the Localism Act, councils have received new powers, and those new powers relate specifically to our well-being, being enhanced in what we can and cannot do, or rather what it enables us to do. And as local authorities, we are now entitled to do anything that which an individual can do that is legal, purely legal in that context. We are no longer constrained in the way we were. So best consideration in the way that it has been used is qualified, very seriously qualified, by the social good that we can do with our well-being powers and as a legal entity in our own right. Why else do you think the other councils up and down the country are doing what they're doing with their land and working in partnerships with other organisations and joint ventures? The way they've gone about it, the manner in which they've done it, is to use the powers that the Localism Act, amongst other elements that the coalition have given them, to do the job, to build houses. Surreal, isn't it? I think this comes back to what a wonderful statement this would be of our commitment as a part landowner. It doesn't disrespect any of the issues that have been raised this evening. But what it does is show us clearly how committed we are. You've all said that. But it also enables us to debate in the right place, not weasel words at all. It is about the policy that we want to see, and we're not a developer. That's just a really important point I want us to do. We are not a developer. We are a public authority. And what goes with that are fundamentally different principles and manners of operation. We should not be thinking of this solely in that respect. The LPA has its role, and it will fulfil that role. But what we are talking about is policy specific to us as a landowner, then in negotiation with the bargaining, if you like, the negotiation with those other partners. That's what the line in the last paragraph is all about. That you go forward with something we believe in to make that a reality. So instead of fearful impediments, I'm rather looking to what other Conservative councils are doing around the country, other Conservative borough, district, metropolitan, London borough councils, county councils, Labour councils and Liberal Democrat councils, and councils of no overall control are doing by working up very innovative solutions on land and development to deliver what they need, which is affordable housing. Well, that's what we do need, affordable housing. So the sites coming forward in the local plan, private land, not public land or part public land, but private land, have agreed 40%. There are applications that have come through that are part of the local plan already that we've agreed 40% on. That sustains the argument that's going to be made at the local plan. That should be used as evidence, and I'm sure it will be. And we don't know that our partners would not agree to this. In fact, if anything, their statements throughout this entire history of Manydown has been to the contrary. And we should just look back at the money that we used and how we used to buy the land. The reasons for which the land was purchased, to go back to the old JR judgment, the reasons for which the land was purchased, and the money and the arrangements that were agreed in that vote by all those residents that agreed to sell off the council houses. It's in there, it's in the legal agreements, it's all there in black and white, in the context of using money from the sale of council houses to sustain and build future affordable housing. Those were the commitments that we gave as a public authority then, that this land would be used in this way and it would be shaped and formed in this way. There is nothing wrong in or inconsistent with the statements then or the statements now. And to raise fears about that misinterprets where we truly are. This is a debate for the Manydown Overview Committee if this motion is passed. I think it would be such a statement at this time, such a statement of our commitment to a principle I hope we all agree with, and I've heard other members speak passionately about it, and I'm with them on it. I think it would just be a real statement. They should not read fear into this, because the motion goes to the Manydown Overview Committee, where it can be unpacked in far more detail than we can do in the floor of this chamber, and in the right way. But the principle of 40%, I really do hang on to. I think it is incredibly important. Please support the motion, and let's do what we intended to do all along, I hope, on Manydown for our residents.